Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barrett in Seattle, Washington. Joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, the lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falat-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how was your Valentine's Day?
It was nice. You know, we got everybody here at home, so everybody got I got the kids' Valentine's stuff, and I got flowers from Brett, and it was nice.
Well, that's good. That sounds like a very nice Valentine's Day. However, I made out with 4 or 5 girls last night and got a cold. And Jen also has a cold. Jen was not one of them, just for clarification purposes. No, we both have sore throats, and we both have stuff going on. We both have colds. So we're going to just punch this out and get in and out today. Jen, you're also not feeling too psychic, right? You're not feeling real psychic.
Oh, well, it'll come through.
They'll come through, as it always does. Okay, not a lot of movement in the financial world. Nothing really going on. No super strong energy today. I know it's not mono. I know we're, however, Jen and I both are on ivermectin provided by Dr. Brooks Agnew. So I'm on I started, when I got the scratchy throat, sore throat, and the runny nose, I took 2 last night, took another one this morning, take another one this afternoon. Hopefully I'll be all cleared up pretty quick. So the financial thing's not really moving. I actually forgot what we were told about this week, just that it's happening, right? There's not any specific real dates. And we are waiting for some of the bondholders to get paid. I'm waiting for my contact, the broker, to let me know if anything moves on that front. And everybody else, though, is kind of saying, things are rolling along. Now, Iraq is, there are people saying that they have plugged it in already. They put the rate in, the rate's been decided. And I think, Jenna, that's what you told us on Monday, right?
Rates for the dinar will continue to fall 1,300, 900, 600, 400. That Wednesday rate closure, rate on screen will be different for the out-of-country redemption. RV still on for February.
Okay. So what we actually have is today the rate will close. The rate will be set. We will hear a public rate, which will be different than the private rate that we're going to get when we go to our redemption. So that's basically what that means. So that's good news. And we're waiting on that today and see if anything, kicks off on that. Now, as that's happened, as we discussed on Monday, over the weekend, there was this push, Jen, this huge push to get everybody to look at the skies. I mean, first of all, don't look at the train derailment in Ohio that's poisoning half the state there, and is a danger that we have to be concerned about. Look at the skies. We encountered this thing. I don't know if it was a balloon or what it was. The pilot's transcripts. Basically, they're trying to convince you that there's some sort of freaking alien invasion going on. And then, that is something that we've been told to watch out for. There is this rumored Project Bluebeam, which somebody, investigative reporter, talked about back in the 70s, which is actually a fake second coming of Christ, is really what it is. But the same technology could be used to create a fake alien invasion. And then you have Werner von Braun's supposed deathbed confession that we're going to go with a fake alien invasion. So a lot of people are ready for the fake alien invasion. But, Jen, yesterday there was a briefing. There was a classified briefing of various senators. And out of there came Senator Kennedy I think it's John Kennedy of Louisiana, who is a Republican and pretty conservative and a funny guy and pretty hysterical and very critical of Biden. And he came out, and this is what he said yesterday, which is a little bit upsetting. Let's watch what he said and listen.
This has been going on for a long time. At least 2017, and last week we were told 2019. That's what I took away from it today.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Lock your doors tonight.
Thank you, sir.
This has been going on for a long time. At least 2017, and last week we were told 2019. That's what I took away from it today.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Lock your doors tonight.
Okay, so Jen, that was pretty weird. Lock your doors tonight, implying that what he saw and heard in that briefing was so disturbing that he thought people should lock their doors because of the danger of aliens, UFOs. I don't know. What do you get out of that?
Well, first of all, he's very sarcastic all the time.
That wasn't very sarcastic, though.
Well,
go ahead.
That's his way, is to be a little over the top with his sarcasm. He was serious about what he believes and So what happened here? Who controls the Senate?
It's 50-50, but the Democrats basically control it because they have it.
So he's in the Senate, and what the cabal and whoever's left and all their little minions in our government and everywhere else have been trying, the media, and have been trying to do. First off, it was, let's just start a war. Like we always do, stop this financial change.
Yeah.
Or we lose
by the way,
everything.
That's the thing I forgot to preface is that this is all about how do we stop the financial change. Sorry, Jen. Go ahead. Yeah.
So we know that's true, and we knew the progression of what they were going to try in their agenda. This is one of the things that was listed. You got the pandemic.
Yep.
And then there was now that we're going to try and start a world war like we always do and try to pull that off. They've been having trouble doing that. So what we've been seeing,
climate change disasters, right? Natural disasters,
all these things. So we've got, oh my God, now we've got environmental disasters. We've got balloons tracking us from other countries, and nobody's really biting on this stuff. Let's release real classified information about UFOs and that what we know. And let these other senators on the other side see it, get on board, get scared, and jump on board with our alien invasion scenario. And we'll put it on the screens. And we'll throw up some of our drones and we'll make, whatever, let loose some of our aliens if possible, if we have to go there, and let them run around that are down in the deep cities under the ground. So this is setting up of the scenario. And so that guy, although conservative, saw some real classified information that he was not aware of. Let's see, well, it's right there. It's right there. It's classified information. That's been going on for a while. 2017. Who are you trying to kid? Now release the rest of it where they've been working with the aliens and they've been, the cabal has been, this is, I don't care what you want to believe. But we have aircraft like that and can't just throw them up there if we want to. And has been working, the cabal has been working on this planet. Alien race, for all your flat earthers, okay, outside your whatever, your ice wall, let's do that. But I'm telling you, guy saw some real classified information and it scared him. And then the Democratic side of the Senate is trying to spin that scenario like, oh, we're under attack. It's getting bad. We need to notify the people. And so that's what they're trying to do, is use the other side of the Senate to get the Republican side all wound up on this to inflate their scenario. And then the news is off and running. And now what are we doing now? We've gotten to the alien invasion scenario, which will fail. And then they're testing the waters with this stuff. Okay, so all right, well, Biden's going to be removed for trying to start a world war. Is that with aliens, or is it with other countries? That was never really answered. One way or another, they're trying to start some kind of freaking war because they're desperate and they're losing, and it's happening, and they want to stop it right now. And that's what's going on with that. And that guy saw some stuff, and he's serious. He's not cabal. I don't think he is. And is he cabal? No. But it was probably the first time that he was privy to that information, and it was put right in front of him, and he's like, holy crap, this is real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, I didn't think he was being sarcastic. So people that were saying that he was sarcastic, it was kind of like, it didn't seem sarcastic. He seemed like he was genuinely upset, and that in fact he was going to lock his own doors tonight. So, you know.
Remember a long time ago, I was just reminded of something. I don't know if it was a year or 2 years ago when we were talking on the show, and I had done I was doing my remote viewing shows when I had time to spend time on the fun stuff. Mm-hmm. And I saw these, I don't know if they were aliens, but they look like some kind of hybrid animal type devil dog looking things.
The devil
and
dog.
I said that were down under the ground in the tunnels. They were down in certain areas, okay? And I said, and Michael told me, you're going to have to blow them up. Mm-hmm. Because if you harm them, they somehow either regenerate or they'll just fight through it. So you're going to have to blow them up or cut their head off and remove it from the body. I mean, something like that. And at the time, it was like, okay, she's crazy, you know? And I was kind of like, am I crazy? I mean, I saw that. I really saw that. But, so if you see something like that running through the neighborhood, I'd say blow it up. Or capture, cut the head off, and blow that up. I don't know. But everybody's got fireworks. Go and get some fireworks. Listen, if we got devil dogs running through the street, there's going to be something going on that's like, well, toxic spill, stay inside, do not look out the window, do not open the windows, and the military will take care of it.
That's kind of interesting about this is that there's this Boston Robotics company or something, and they've built mechanical devil dogs. They look like your devil dogs. They're mechanical, and they could wrap those in, you know, costumes or something to make them look like beings as opposed to robots, and spew them out all over the place, and it would look like, you know, oh my God, these devil dog aliens are invading, which is pretty interesting. Have you seen that video? I mean, maybe I'll send it to you. The Boston Robotics, because it looks just like what you described, and it would be impossible to kill because there's no organs. You'd have to, you know, if the control systems are in the head, you'd have to chop the head off somehow to kill the thing.
That's in water, you know. I don't know.
Anyway,
I think a robot wouldn't move as quickly, I'd say, or maybe I don't know. I just don't really think of the robot. I mean, I think they've been mixing species of animals for warfare, all kinds. They got all kinds of stuff we don't know about, and they've got CGI, and they've got everything to scare the crap out of everybody. And all we got to do is release a video of some, like, these devil dog things that I saw. The only thing that I've seen that's close to it is, like, on Ghostbusters 2. You know, the ones on top of the building and that ran through the...
Well, actually, wasn't that the original Ghostbusters?
Was it the original?
I think it was, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe.
No.
No?
Yes, it was, because that's when she came in and she said... And she just met them, I remember.
And Rick Moranis gets captured up against the wall, and everybody just goes back.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're a little more sleeker. They look more like a chupacabra kind of deal, but big. And way back then, after, I don't know, it was a couple months after I was talking about that, or 6 months, something like that, we saw tunnel videos of military blowing something up like that, which was a smaller version of what I saw. But what did they do? They blew it up.
They blew it up. Yeah.
They didn't shoot the thing. They blew it up. How much easier would it be just to go around and shoot everything? There's something that they did to grow these things, or to, genetically. Either that or they're aliens, one or the other. But I have seen these things, and we have seen video of these things, and that was not fake. And they did blow it up, flash bang, I don't know if you stun the thing and then you cut its head off, but there's some reason why you have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, don't panic. Remember, why is it so bright in here? Every time I start talking, it gets so bright. Gabriel said the war scenarios will be on the screens. Okay, so what they'll do is they'll show you some area. Oh my God, there's an alien ship and we're being attacked. There's things dropping out of it, and then like things running all through the town. And so in that area they'll say, do not go outside, do not look outside, go hide in your basement if you have one, keep the dogs in, and everybody's gonna be scared shitless, and then they'll just stay inside, and nobody, except people like Mike and Dave, they'll run outside and go looking, take pictures and stuff like that.
Well, I actually have footage of me reacting to the fake alien invasion, and here it is. Here we go, the fake alien invasion. Here it is. That's the alien.
Actually, our aliens that look like that, but worse.
All right, let's cut the music. Yeah.
Anyway, you gotta understand.
That's what you need to do, is just ignore it. Ignore the whole.
Listen, aliens have been around for a very long time. This planet's probably seeded from different places. Think about the differences in people that have not changed. If it's just the climate that they've lived in, that would have been changed. That would have changed so far over time. Life didn't start here. It's much older. Right. It's all centered around God. God is at the center of everything. But
until he got
human beings with a limited amount of information to put limits on God and his creation and what can be and what is possible. That's why I don't, although I respect Phil, I think he's very intelligent, and I think that he has really got inside contacts and stuff. I really can't jump on board with the flat earth theory because to me, and from my experience over my lifetime and all the things that I've experienced outside of the norm that can be verified, it's a very limited view.
Yeah, and by the way, Phil is doing a live tonight at 4 Pacific, I believe.
Cool.
So he says it's full of intel. He says it's full of intel, so that'll be your intel dump. Phil, that'll give us something to talk about.
I'm telling you, you can't just watch a series of documentaries that put out a very limited view and not take into account there are pictures, hieroglyphs. There's things that people have uncovered and seen from ancient history. With and the man above me knows a lot about that. Personal experiences, books. I mean, there's just so much evidence to support that there is a little more going on than we're aware of.
Sure.
This is not a real alien invasion. Oh, so let's see. So they just kept them at bay, right? For thousands of years. And unless they're reptilians. So they just kept them at bay, and they just all decided that, well, you know what? Maybe now's a good time, because we don't really we'll come up from a far galaxy, and we'll come in and invade them now, because we don't want this financial reset to happen. Really? Does that make sense to you? No. So it's awfully convenient, and it's been written that it was one of their tactics, and it will be on the screens. And that guy in the Senate just got dumped some information that looked very real, which probably is real.
Yeah.
And he wasn't privy to it before. He's just like,
He was
okay.
He was upset. I mean, that's what got me about that video. Why I felt it was important was that he was upset. And of course, none nuts, no brains like Giorgio Tsoukalos were playing it down because, of course, he's an evil Republican.
But why now? Why now? Why was this information released now?
Yes, because of this. Because
and when do the Democrats, when do they release the information? When it works for them. Okay? So this is all part of the script. They are panicking right now. I know you've heard that a lot, but I can really see it because it's like, okay, try this, try that, see what sticks. And they do that. We've seen it many times before. So they're trying to create chaos. They've got minions, and some of these. No, I'm not saying that the train derailment was not real. I'm not saying that. But when I saw, it was interesting because it's like, okay, first we have the planes. Then we have the trains. And I'm like, what's next? Automobiles. Okay, so then we have the big wheeler that just happens to fall over, and the gas coming out of that was just too colorful for me. I don't know what it was. It could really have happened.
Yeah, the video yesterday. Yeah, I agree. The gas coming out it looked totally
just to scare the shit out of you. I mean, like, come on. So either they're making this happen, or the conductors and people are starting to drop. But I think that it's just another way to keep you inside. It's another way to scare you. It's another way to keep you in fear. And if the white hats are doing it, it's a way to expose. My question is, if in fact all this is true at face value, why the hell do we have toxic materials being transported this way? That can just one derailment and the whole area dies, right?
And trains almost never derail anyway. I mean, it takes a lot to derail a train. Like, you have to blow up the tracks at some point. It just doesn't happen anymore. And it's like, that almost has to be a staged event to happen these days. There's just, good God, railroad cars are 150-year-old technology almost. Come on. Trains are derailing all of a sudden. The only reason
it just makes me feel like they're either trying to gas the public, or they're trying to make people afraid to go outside again.
Yep.
Stay home. Don't travel. Okay. Well, okay. So it's not safe to take the planes. We'll just take the train. Or you can't take the train. Oh, we can't get on trains now. I know that was hauling other things and not people, but I would be hesitant to get on a train. And then it's like, okay, 18-wheelers falling over with toxic chemicals.
Bob Zim says that's what nitric acid gas looks like. I wouldn't know, but it did seem fake. So we'll go with that, Bob, if that's what you say.
Okay. Well, when I viewed the scene, maybe it is real. I could be wrong. My first reaction is something I have to go with. My first reaction is like, that looks like a movie scene to me.
Yeah. Okay, Jen, there's a couple other things about the video I want to ask you about, though, before we get out, we go any further, which is I want to show it one more time here. And a lot of people have talked about the guy standing next to and behind Senator Kennedy. Like, he's a handler. Is he an intelligence official? He's kind of what, okay, that's enough. Is he a press officer? Is he an assistant? Who is this guy? And did he basically tell Kennedy to stop talking?
This has been going on for a long time. At least 2017. And last week we were told 2019. That's what I took away from it today.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Lock your doors tonight.
So, what do you think about that guy? Any impressions?
He called off the interview. Definitely did that.
But what do you get? Is he security? Is he Senator Kennedy's staff? Is he on Senator Kennedy's staff?
He really feels like some kind of law enforcement. I'd want to say FBI, or something like that.
Yeah.
Intelligence. Yeah, he does feel like that.
Okay. Now then at the very last frame, this weird guy comes walking into the camera frame and looks at the camera, sort of, but he's really odd looking. And
I missed that. Let's see it again.
I want to know if he's an alien. Oh, I have pictures. I stop framed, so I'm going to show you that.
Shut up, really?
The very last frame. This guy comes walking in and looks right at the camera, and he's odd looking. This is the best I can do, and I've got another close-up shot. His ears are really low set. His eyes are closed. I would say an alien. There's a little mouth. I mean, he looks very. He's either somebody like with Down syndrome or physical retardation.
Well, I think that might be it.
Okay, so you don't think he's an alien, no? Because a lot of people are just like bringing it up.
Can we see the end of the video when he walks by?
Yeah, I think so. I think if I put it on a loop, it will work.
This looks like he has a mask on.
This has been going on for a long time.
Or I'll mute the audio, and he'll just come in the very last second there. And, not clear who he is or whatever. This guy's okay, that's enough. In red, right behind, right there. You see him?
That was weird. That was weird, but I don't know.
Let me see. This guy. Nope.
I'm not getting an alien.
Okay, well, I just was,
I think he's special needs in some way.
Special needs. Okay. All right. Okay. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to this? And again, I think, I want to go back to the Facebook video. Do not react to this. I think this is critically important. If they try to pull first of all, the fact that we're this close to the fake alien invasion is awesome because it tells you the financial reset is really coming and they are desperate to stop it. That's really important. And again, the Facebook thing, the war will only be on your screens. Do not react to it. Do not react to it beyond that. Okay, that was very important information, I think, that we got several weeks ago. And it's stuck in my head ever since. Remember, the war is on your screens. It's not actually happening around you.
And we also got, I don't know, a little while back, I don't know what page it is, but war scenarios are false.
Yeah.
Now I saw some kind of report. I didn't really have a chance to click on it and look at it, but that Putin is calling the UN or something.
Yeah, Putin. Supposedly the Russian offensive is that close to beginning to finish this thing off in Ukraine, and I read that Putin is going to make a speech where he's going to expose everything. He's going to talk about the cabal in the United States, the banking cabal, how Biden is compromised by it, Hillary Clinton. He's going to call out all these people and say, this is what's really been going on in your country. And this is why I'm doing what I have to do in Ukraine. And this is who we're fighting. So it may not penetrate the American psyche, but Vlad's supposedly going to put it out there right before he goes forward with, and that's supposed to happen this week, I guess, theoretically. So
that'd be good TV.
That would be good TV if it's coming.
It just, you can't deny that we are where we are right now, and that the things that we know to be true or suspect to be true are.
Yeah.
If nothing was happening, then why? Why stir the pot? Why not just walk merrily into their great reset and all that, if that's what's happening? Why all the conflict? Why all the scenarios? And don't forget, we're approaching a dollar that's about to collapse. So in today's day and age, long time ago when they had to do this, it's really easy to put out something in the newspaper and there it is. There, everybody, oh, that's true. That's true. It's in the newspaper. But you've got eyes everywhere, and people, most of the time, get their information from social media or the news, and that's on a screen. So, like Mike was saying, take a look around. Do you see any aliens running through? Do you see anything landing? I mean, it's like, oh, well, it's over in the middle of nowhere, that where there's no one that can, out in the middle of Montana in a field somewhere where nobody lives. There's one farmer, and we paid him off. And so I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I mean, if we see an alien invasion, the problem with this is that the people have gotten so good at debunking the CGI and all this stuff. They could probably even put like a hologram in the middle of a field somewhere, and have people, or in a neighborhood in a park, and have people walking by. Oh my God, It's like, I wish our guys. Let's just do this, I want to suggest something. Okay, our guys, our side with the CGI, slap Jesus, 20 stories tall, right in the middle, or 100 stories tall, right in the middle of a city.
Yeah,
as a hologram.
Big holographic projection.
Solve the whole problem right now.
That's Project Bluebeam. That's Project Bluebeam, where gigantic Jesus will appear, and gigantic Muhammad, and in the Arab countries, and tell everybody.
Shape everybody up real fast.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna buy it.
Crap.
Nobody's gonna buy it. And they might even take some people away. The rapture happened. And no, it didn't. Fuck you. Watch D'Souza's interview by Laura. No, don't watch it. Okay, I love Laura and I love John. I do not consider either one of them reliable sources of information. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't buy into this. EMPs, yeah, there could be EMPs. You could do an EMP attack tomorrow. I just recently went through a weekend, Saturday night into all the way to late Sunday, where I didn't have any electricity. It sucked because it was cold out, and my batteries ran out on my phone, and I couldn't get in touch with the outside world. And it was only this little area that Dave and I live in, about a half a mile circle. And it took them 36 fucking hours to put up a telephone pole. Well, the reason it took that long is because it was Sunday, triple time. So of course it took forever, because a guy ran into a telephone pole, skidded off the road, hit a telephone pole, knocked the lines down. That's about a 2-hour repair job, Drive out the new pole, put it in the ground, hook up the wires, and it took a day and a half. It sucks, but I don't believe this crap. Okay,
but you just proved a point right there, because that's your view. If it's not happening immediately around your house, your view is on your phone, it's on your screen, it's on your TV, and that most people in their lives, it is, unless it hits you on the way home from work or when you're going to the store or pick up the kids, and you see it. That's how we get our information, and it would be very easy to do it somewhere and have some kind of event in some city. Say, oh, they're all locked down, do not go outside, lock your doors, cower in fear, and play it all out on the screens. Now we know that this is their last ditch effort because the others have failed, and if they're trying an alien invasion, we know the war has failed. Because nobody wants a war, because everybody wants Nasara Jasara. Mm-hmm. And then we've got the minions going out. And if these, just all of a sudden, we have all these toxic leaks, we've got all these accidents, If it is real, and not on the screens. Then we've got the minions out doing terrorist activities. And that's when I originally saw that this and I thought it was writing and things like that, but the terrorist activity may increase to a point when we get the EBS.
Yeah.
Will we get the EBS and they'll use that's the fake alien invasion scenario to say from those who wish to do us harm and cue in the EBS?
Yeah. Guys, stick with us. We're more reliable than everybody else. One of the things people have been talking about how did we shoot down alien spacecraft? They're so superior to us and stuff. At least I saw one of those in there.
Because we have alien spacecraft.
Because we've had them. We've had UFO technology, I think, since 1958. I talk about it in this book, Hidden Agenda. We've had anti-gravity technology since then. We've developed weapons since then. We're on a par with them. The thing you don't get is that once you understand the secret to generating the energy necessary to doing what you want to accomplish, say antimatter, right? It's like driving a car. Well, I've been driving a car for 40 years, right? I'm obviously superior to you, little 15-year-old girl who just got through driver's ed. Well, I am, until you have about a year's worth of experience. And then we're on the same level. We're both able to drive the car. So the same thing applies with this alien technology stuff. So we do have technology to fight them.
Somebody said in chat that Kennedy was sending us a message. I do think so. Interesting. The first, when I don't immediately pick things up, but when I go back and I take a look at it, pick it apart, I see things. He said this has been happening for a while. 2017. 17.
That's implying Trump, yeah.
19.
He said that we were told it was 2019.
When did he start Space Force?
2017. Like 2019, Space Force came on board, yeah.
In 2017, that's when they started attacking Trump. That's when they started. What stuck out to me when he first said, "Oh, there's aliens among us," and blah blah. He didn't say that, but I think that's what he was referring to. I'd like to see the beginning of the conversation. But when he said 2000, this has been happening for a long time, 2017, 2019. Why give 2 dates?
Well, I think what he was saying was,
and that I felt like that was. I'm like, what do you mean 2017?
We said we were told 2019, but it goes back at least to 2017, is what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, you want to watch it again?
Yeah, I want to watch it again. I'm picking this apart.
At least 2017, and last week we were told 2019. That's what I took away from it today.
So I think what he's saying there, Jen, is he's saying last week they lied to us and told us it was only 2019, but now I think, based on what I've now seen, at least 2017. So let's watch it one more time.
This has been going on for a long time. At least 2017, and last week we were told 2019. That's what I took away from it today.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Lock your doors tonight.
Thank you, sir.
This has been going on for a long time.
So this guy really had the power of the interview, standing behind him, his body language and everything. And if he's an aide, you don't just decide when to walk away. Oh, we're done.
He was tight. He was tight. He was like he was scared about what Kennedy might say.
And Kennedy was thinking a lot about what he was saying. He was holding back a lot. A long time is not 2017.
Yeah. Another good observation that I made also. that, I mean, a long time goes back to 1947 at Roswell.
Yeah, a while. This has been going on a while. Would be 2017.
Yeah. And long time could also go back all the way through human history too. So, here's the thing, Jen, I know that there is a briefing book that exists that talks about the entire history of the human race's interaction with aliens. It's about this tall because my friend Bob Dean saw it when he worked at NATO headquarters in Brussels, Belgium in the late 1990s, in the mid 1990s. He saw it. He read it. He read as much of it as he could. So it does exist.
He did not see that. He saw a certain amount that they wanted him, the bad guys wanted him to see to get him on board with this scenario. Kennedy, yeah. So what this tells you, the timing of this event, is that they have crafts, beings, technology at their disposal. The cabal, probably, and can't call it in at a moment's notice. And I keep seeing Antarctica for some reason. And it's like we take everything at face value, and we're like, oh my God, well, look at that, we're being invaded by aliens now. But no, the timing is just too good. It's too coincidental. Okay, cue the alien invasion, and we all know it. But they absolutely do have. Now, whether they can pull it off, I say they start it, and it looks like a total sham. Like our side, makes it look like a total sham, just like the CGI that goes on with Biden. I don't know. That's all I really know. I'm just saying, question everything right now. Question everything you're seeing, everything that's released. Everybody was concerned about Kennedy being on the other side, trying to, maybe part of their 2030 agenda. No, he was just shown this information and was like, yeah.
That's what I think too. He was disturbed by it. Again, guys, on the EMP thing, it could happen, but it will only be short term. What they want you to think is when the EMP attack happens, it's going to be like that. What was that show with Jessica Alba back in the early 2000s? Dark Angel or something that James Cameron created, where the United States is basically knocked back into the Stone Age by an EMP attack. Believe me, they're prepared for this. They've been preparing for it for a long time. So,
and they won't do it. You know why? Because they want to do a digital currency. They want to do a credit system. If they knock out everything, they're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah. And it is interesting. It's stuff like the film Blade Runner 2049. There's an EMP blackout or something in 2024, I think it is. Pretty interesting stuff that's in there too. So, yeah. Jen, Steve Justice stated that he could build an electrogravitic spaceship for TTSA if they had enough funding. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you want to? Everybody go to the CBD Gurus, type in the discount code ALIEN under the wholesale tab and get some cool CBD products for your health. Everybody go to jenniferfala.com and buy more readings, get more readings from Jennifer, even though Jen's overwhelmed right now. She's so far behind.
No, I'm fine. But
no,
I'm still going to pay the bills, okay?
And
no, I did want to talk a little bit about that, jenniferfala.com.
Okay, you want me to put it up?
Yeah.
Can you see it? There we go.
Nope, can't see it.
Oh, what happened? There we go.
Okay, so I originally said I was going to take this down because I didn't think I could handle too many coaching people at once. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to schedule it out a little bit, all right? Because I am so enjoying this, and it was interesting that I had a coaching session yesterday, and the lady was kind of saying that, she goes, I just don't get how this all works, like God hears us and all this stuff like that. And it was just kind of the gist of things. And so what I found that I've been doing, because I'm working with the angels at the same time, so you when you become a coaching student, our first session is to hear your experiences, evaluate your gifts, your strengths actually, and tailor make the direction that we're going to move forward, and give you exercises for that 2 weeks or that month. I think 2 weeks is better, every 2 weeks. But the second session, I didn't really know, because I just kind of go with it according to that individual. And the second session was so interesting because I found that I was pulling the God theory I came up with, that God gave me basically, and the theory of the universe, and how there's, how that all works, and how we're never separated and why. And that really, and then the, so many other things that I have learned are coming full circle in coaching these classes over the last 20 years. And I'm pulling from that, and then all of a sudden it clicks, and she's like, oh. And so what we're doing is we're peeling back the layers of the programming to get to a place where you can function more as a soul and receive information and guidance, or have a really close connection with divine, with God. And it was kind of like a level up for the truther. It was like, okay, so we focused on, you guys have gone on this journey, and I keep saying all the time, you guys are seeking truth, you're going to eventually find your way back to God, because that is the ultimate truth. And that's pretty much what's happening. And it's really exciting. I'm having a really good time. It's so interesting. And so I am going to take on more students. You can get this deal right now. You'll start with 4 one-hour coaching sessions. I do keep a book. I do tailor make this to you with the angels and your progress. I write down notes, and it's really, really becoming something that is, it's just not like just taking a class with somebody and them answering some questions. It's really your private spiritual journey coach, and it's really interesting. So get in there, get it. I would like to take on some more. I'm just going to schedule them out, but I feel like this is part of what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really do. I mean, it just kind of hit me. I was like, it's like, oh, I'll do this and I'll do that, and that would be fun. And then I'm like, wow, this is really coming full circle. And
the thing is, if a certain financial event
being psychic
would occur, you could do it for $25 or something, and very little, and
well, those who start up with this will get a discount on additional sessions, absolutely. But it occurred to me that this wasn't just about being, quote, psychic. It's like taking us on the level up journey that we're moving into from all of this truther movement. It's not just about exposing things. It's about seeking the truth and breaking out and peeling back the layers of programming. And this is the spiritual side of it, more than becoming some psychic, right? And it's just really interesting as time goes on. I'm just absolutely loving it. Yeah, I want more students. It's just like so much fun. Anyway, I haven't had time to put up any new specials. We have specials on there. I'm getting feedback from the weight loss students, healings. And one lady messaged me or emailed me and said she's lost 20 pounds. So
it's great.
Now that we're out of the holidays.
And we want to put the best on the best together. We want to get our CBD Guru's weight loss capsules together with the weight loss healing, and see if we get even more awesome results. We hope so.
Yeah, and it would be really best to do these every 2 weeks, because what it is it's trying to combat the programming, the negative thoughts, if I eat this, I'm going to get fat, all of that goes on in your mind, and then so the kind of like a hypnosis, to talk with the soul part of it, kind of wears off after a while. If you go a whole month, it depends on who you are. if you're motivated. It just depends on who you are. But, and then so do you see what's happening here? So I do things I don't even realize it till later, and then it comes full circle, and I realize what I'm doing. In the weight loss healing, I decided I think it'd be a good idea to talk to the soul and peel back the layers of what we believe. Tell the body what to do. Stop saving the fat, and get rid of it. Stop thinking that you're always going to be fat, so it's, and then in the coaching sessions, it's removing the can't. It's removing the box that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't, I can't talk to God because, I'm just so small and insignificant. And then just, I could talk to him, but he won't talk to me. Who said that? People in the church who want you to come to church and put money in the basket. That's who said that. That's ridiculous. Jesus actually told you something different. If we knew everything he said, really take a look at it. Yeah. Anyway, so this is really exciting. It's like I'm moving towards a new way of doing things that I feel like I'm advancing personally. And I want to take you with me. So anybody who wants to join in now, sign up.
All right. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to go to the CBD Gurus. I still want to find out one guinea pig who's going to take the CBD Gurus weight loss pills and Jen's weight loss healings consistently and see how far you get, how quickly you get. That would be really interesting. I should be that person. But, Jen, I saw last night, had to be about 5 o'clock, and Dave wanted Panda Express. So I ordered some, and I ate most of it, and I wasn't really even hungry. I shouldn't have even ordered it. It's like, why don't I just pay attention to my body, which is not very hungry right now, Mike? Your body, and then because I felt so full the rest of the night. I already have, because of diabetes, I have this thing where I digest food very slowly. So when I get indigestion or overeat, it stays with me all. It's like, why did I do that? And it's like, I wasn't really hungry, but it's time to eat. And there might not be food later if I need it. That's ridiculous. I have shit tons of food in this house. So
as you're talking, I'm listening to you. I metabolize food very, very slowly. I've said that my whole set, and I've always had a little bit on, sometimes more, sometimes less. And I'm always fighting it. I'm always trying. So, who told me that? My mother. Who told you metabolize food slowly?
Well, the doctor.
So it's right?
Well, yeah, no, the thing.
That's what we need to remove, is the programming. Either way, whether it's true or not, who decides now? What your body does. Tell the body what to do is what Jesus, the first thing he told me in the healings. And that is the base of what's going on in the weight loss healings. That's different than the other healings. And I think that's why, even though we went through the holidays and people emailed me and said, well, I haven't really lost much. And I'm like, well, you've been eating a lot. But I haven't gained. And that was the interesting part. People said, I haven't gained. And I'm like, that's interesting. Because most of these people are like me. If we're not on a diet, and this is stuff we need to stop saying, if I'm not on a diet, I'm gaining weight. Right? Where is it coming from?
And everybody thinks they have to lose all this weight right away. If you lose 2 pounds a month, guess what? In a year, you're down 24 pounds.
Yeah, and one of these really skinny people always tell you, I can't gain weight if I tried. I just eat whatever I want.
In 2 years, you're down 50 pounds. 2 pounds a month. When I was really kicking it in 2010 in LA, when I was in love with a stripper, I was losing 4 pounds a week. That's hard on your body. Just take it nice and easy. 1 or 2 pounds a week.
I used to be able to drop 30 pounds in a month when I was young.
I'm 20 pounds lighter than I was a year ago. But Jen, I'm 20 pounds lighter than I was a year ago, thanks to your readings, and maybe thanks to being nauseous a lot and not eating as much, or the treatments. I don't know. But I've lost 20 pounds. I'm happy about that. I want to lose 15 more.
I mean, there is an aspect of a thyroid, there's a lot. There's a full healing. There's a full cleanse. The fat burn. There's a thyroid heal. There's all these metabolism boost that is included in the weight loss healing. But I think the most important part of it is we kind of like talk to your subconscious. And there's somewhere between the subconscious. Subconscious is always like, okay, this is what we're supposed to do. You know, you got your conscious mind thinking this, and you got your subconscious mind behind it. So who is that subconscious mind really?
Yeah.
It's the creator. Together they create. But so that's what I've been working on, is to try and talk to that subconscious. And it trickles down to the conscious. So you work on conscious mind. Okay, I'm not going to say this anymore. Okay, I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to, food is fuel. You know, so I give people things to say, affirmation, so that the conscious mind is in unison with the subconscious mind, and the people that are really doing it, we've seen results.
Well, my biggest thing is, Mike, how about let's not eat when you're not actually hungry? I've got to work on that. That'll help. But that's
for entertainment or self-soothing. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, Jen sure talked a lot for somebody who really wasn't sure if she could do the show today. I'm glad
I get so excited about things. I just,
I know. And that's cool. That's why we do the show. We appreciate all of you guys being here. Jen and I are both sick. I believe we're taking our ivermectin. Hopefully we'll both feel a lot better on Friday. We'll be back and do as many readings as we can. Hopefully there will be a lot of news to talk about, though, Jen. So the plan is
you know what? I've just decided I'm not sick anymore. Let's try that.
All right.
Let's try that.
I, however, am going to lay around, watch some Manchester City soccer, and later, and then after we beat Arsenal, I'm going to take a nice long cozy nap. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Keep your eyes open. See you over on Telegram, and a lot of the stuff I got from Telegram, so thank you for bringing it in. It's really cool stuff. We love you all, and we'll see you again on Free Reading Friday. All right, bye-bye.